Hi, this is One Piece Deep. I'm not very good at speaking English, so some parts might sound a bit strange, but I hope you can forgive that. In return, I'll give you deep dive One Piece explanations straight from the Japanese fandoms, so enjoy. The two sovereigns that the Neptunians mentioned in chapter 968 are Shirahoshi and Loki. And yes, Shirahoshi and Loki will get married. In a previous video, I explained that Mose is actually Shirahoshi. In this video, I'll go deeper into the reasons, and explain why the giant prince and the mermaid princess will eventually marry. Prince Loki of Elbaf is always talking to someone on the phone, sounding very friendly. We don't know who it is, but he calls them Mosa. That Mosa is Shirahoshi, and here's the evidence. There's a scene where Neptune and Harold, the former kings of fishmen and giants, are talking. Here's to the futures of my mischievous troublemaker and your shaggy daughter. She's not shaggy. So Loki has grown up hearing from his father that Neptune's daughter is shaggy. That's why he calls her Mosa. In Japanese, Mosa means shaggy. By the way, Roger once visited Fishman Island during his journey and talked about Neptune's daughter. This is what he said. "We're not coming back in the future to kidnap your hairy daughter." The fact that Oda Sensei already planted the idea of Harari way back then is incredible. Also, the person on the phone speaks in polite speech, exactly like Shirahoshi. "Please don't raise your voice." She said the same thing to Luffy. And in the original Japanese manga, when she said, "Hello Lokisa," she was clearly hiding the ma of Sama. Sama is a Japanese honorific added after someone's name to show deep respect. If she didn't hide it, everyone would instantly know it was Shirahoshi. In Japanese, the nuance is obvious. These two, who keep talking on the phone, are definitely going to marry. Their parents once joked about having their children marry, and that joke will become reality. Why? Because both are characters tied to marriage. Shirahoshi was proposed to by Vanderdecken, then rejected him. Loki proposed to Lola, and she rejected him. A perfect marriage parallel. Also, Shirahoshi's huge size might have been intentional foreshadowing. She was designed to match a giant prince. Both are royalty who were trapped for long periods. Both were freed by Luffy. Both lost their mothers when they were young. Their backgrounds perfectly mirror each other. A prince of giants and a princess of fishmen coming together is symbolically important. Both races want to join the world government, but have been oppressed and pushed away. Loki's design is clearly inspired by Scandinavia, Sweden, Norway, Finland. Mermaid legends come from Denmark. Both are rooted in Northern Europe. Giants and fishmen. Joy Boy and Davy Jones. Joy Boy traveled with a giant named Emmett, and Davy Jones is a legendary figure of the deep sea. The union of the giant king and mermaid princess is perfectly thematic. Following Fishman Island, Luffy will probably make the Giant's Island his territory as well. Mose said something alarming on the phone. "I might not be able to contact you for a while." That means something happened on Fishman Island. If something happened, Luffy, who declared it his territory, will rush back to protect it. After Elbaf, he'll reverse travel the Grand Line, just like Roger. And the prophecy that Straw Hat Luffy will destroy Fishman Island will finally come into play. Since Mary Geois is located right above Fishman Island, this will naturally lead into a full-scale battle against the world government. So what happened on Fishman Island? Blackbeard attacked. Because Caribou, a Blackbeard follower, already knows that Shirahoshi is Poseidon. He overheard the secret, so of course, he'd report it to Blackbeard. And what would Blackbeard do after hearing that? He'd head straight for Fishman Island. Luffy goes to the Giant's Island. Blackbeard goes to Fishman Island. Joy Boy's story is tied to giants. Davy Jones' legend is tied to fishmen. Everything fits perfectly. Finally, what becomes absolutely crucial in the end is the Ark Noah. And this thing on Fishman Island is actually the most important element in all of One Piece. In myth, Noah's Ark saved people from a great flood, and a flood will happen in One Piece world. The sea levels already rose after Imyu used the ancient weapon. Because of that false god, the world is sinking. The contracts between the gods and the celestial dragons, the shallow sea contract, the deep sea contract, and the abyssal sea contract, are further proof. Because of Imyu, people will end up drowning. And people who ate devil fruits can't swim. This was foreshadowing from the beginning. The only way people survive is with Noah. To use Noah, you need follows. Galila, who built it. Neptunians, who move it. Loki controls Galila. Shirahoshi controls the Neptunians. Perfect. Jewel Tree Adam is an Elbaf. Sunlight Tree Eve is on Fishman Island. Adam and Eve, meant to unite. Two trees under which two royal children were trapped. Both countries worship the sun. The two sovereigns from 800 years ago, Adam and Eve, might have been a giant and a mermaid. If Luffy goes from the land of giants to the sea of Fishman Island, Loki will go with him. The kings will meet on Fishman Island. And above it Morgewall be the stage of the final battle. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and giving it a like. It really helps support the channel.